Hi there, my name is Aparna. Welcome back to Verbalist. In today's video, we're going to learn about everything associated with studying and living in Canada as a student. This is going to be a long video, so make sure you stay with me until the end. And this is going to be the agenda of this video. Why Canada? The different kinds of programs that you can apply, scholarships and how you can apply to a study permit, and why rejections happen, and all about off-campus and on-campus work permits and postgraduate work permits and PR. Let's get started. Why is Canada a great destination for you to study? The reasons are very straightforward. It's just that with Canada, you have the option to be studying in a multicultural and diverse environment at an affordable price without really compromising on your prospects after you study. So if you compare costs of studying in Canadian colleges and universities with those in US and Australia, Canada is definitely cheaper. So now that you've understood why Canada is a great choice, let's understand the different kinds of programs that you can apply to. Now, this totally depends on what your career goals are, right? So if you, let's say, want to do a conventional program, then you choose to do a master's or a bachelor's degree. But if you have less time and you can only give in so much time, then you have the option of choosing diplomas or certificate programs. And these are programs that are either called advanced diplomas, graduate certificate, postgraduate diploma, and postgraduate certificate programs. So these are much shorter programs compared to master's or bachelor's. A master's degree is 2 years long, whereas a bachelor's degree is a 4-year long degree. So make sure you decide this based on what you want to do next. Whether or not you choose a shorter or a longer program, you are still allowed to work while you study, and your prospects for PR don't really change. So it does not matter if you really do a diploma or a certificate course. Now, moving ahead to how you exactly apply to these different schools that I just mentioned. Now, if you're doing a master's degree in Canada, you will find that you will need a GMAT and an IELTS score with no less than 6 in each of the sections, some prior work ex, and a 4 years bachelor's degree with a 70% of average score. So that's pretty tough. And of course, an SOP and an LOR. Now, this is how your tuition fee is, about 21,100 Canadian dollars on an average. And the living expenses, of course, remain the same, whether you do a shorter or a longer program, 10,000 to 15,000 rupees a year, right? Now, if you are applying to a shorter program, you will still need the IELTS test, and you have to score a 6.5 overall with no less than 6 in each section. So only if it's a DLI, you will be allowed a work permit, and it makes it easier for you to get a postgraduate work permit as well. So as you can see, there are 3 types of scholarships. One that the Government of Canada offers, non-government scholarships, and then scholarships by Canadian universities. So these are scholarships specific to Indian students. So these are the list of programs that are available. I'm just tagging the link below this video so that you can check these out in detail. So in order to apply for a study permit, you need a certain list of documents. What you see on your screen is the accepted documents for showing financial proof. Other than this, you need to have a proof of acceptance from the institution that you're applying to, and a proof of identity. And in your case, it will be the passport. So without these 3 documents, the financial proof, acceptance letter, and your identity, you cannot apply for a study permit. And what is accepted as a financial proof is listed here. So in your case, in most Indians, will always apply for a student education loan that's provided by a bank, or your bank statement from the last 4 months, and a letter from a person whom you've asked for funding or reached out for funding. So after you've gathered all these documents, you create an account on the IRCC website. You upload the documents, complete the online form, and pay your fees with a credit card. Most major credit cards are accepted, and you're going to pay the processing fees for biometrics, and third-party fees. Now, third-party fees are mostly for police verification or medical examination, and this you're going to be paying directly to the party involved, right? So your visa or electronic travel authorization comes along with the study permit. You don't have to apply for that separately. And the processing time for an Indian student is usually 107 days. Okay, and you may be accepted, sometimes you may also be rejected. So there's nothing to be worried about if you're rejected. It's just that these can be the possible reasons. So either your proof of finance is not sufficient, either you failed the medical test, you did not convince the visa officer that you're actually coming to Canada to study, or you fail to convince them that you won't leave Canada after you study. So these could be your possible reasons. Just introspect based on whatever you applied and whatever you said. About your work permit now, both while you're studying and after. So you have the opportunity to work on campus and off campus, but there are 3 conditions that you need to fulfill. 1, you should be at a DLI, designated legal institution, and 2nd, you should be enrolled in a program that's 6 months and above. You should have a social insurance number. So on campus you can either work as a teaching assistant, research assistant, and off campus of course you can find roles that are suitable to you. Now, so starting November 15, 2022 until December 31, 2023, you're allowed to work for more than 20 hours per week off campus if you are a study permit holder and you're studying in a DLI full time and have been approved a study permit, but you aren't in Canada yet. So you can also work during the scheduled breaks, or if there's a winter break or a spring break or a summer break, you're allowed to work at that time as well, and there you can work full time. But other than that, while your course is going on, you're not allowed to work full time. And also, you can only start working once your course has begun and not before that, right? So after you've completed your course too, you're allowed to work, and for that you need a PGWP, which is called a postgraduate work permit, and you can have this for up to 3 years if you have done a master's course. Usually if you've done a shorter course, then the PGWP validity is usually the duration of your course. So if it's 9 months, then it's 9 months. If it's 10 months, then it's 10 months. Okay. Now, other than this, you also have the opportunity to apply as a permanent resident. So you can create your profile again and apply for permanent resident after you've taken the IELTS general training test. So you're eligible for the permanent residency application if you've completed a course as an international student and have completed 1 year in Canada. Of course, you need to have prior work experience, so make sure that if you are under your PGWP, you apply for jobs, get a job, work there for some time, and then apply for a PR. Okay, so this is how you approach the work permit situation in Canada. In today's video, I've covered how Canada is a great destination for you to study, what kind of programs you can apply to, how you can apply to these programs, the documents that are required, and what you should keep in mind while submitting these documents, and a little about the work permit. So you make sure that you choose an institution that fits your budget, fits your timelines, and also of course how it fits in with your culture. So if you have specific questions about studying in Canada or your visa applications or choosing colleges, you can just reach out to the WhatsApp number that's there in the video description and we'll respond to you. I'll see you guys in another video. Make sure you're watching our videos and subscribe to our channel if you like it. I'll also come up with a video on other countries. Meanwhile, you can check out this blog on countries that pay you for working or living there. Bye-bye then. Have a great day.